If you've ever done a big mechanical project like swapping an engine, then you know the last day or two can nickel and dime you to death. This bolt costs $2.17 per. There are 12 of them. So today we need to install the distributor, carb, thermostat housing, exhaust manifolds, spark plug wires, and the starter, not to mention water pump and the rest of the front assembly. What y'all have missed is I went and bought a Edelbrock Performer EPS made in the United States of America intake manifold. I'll show you why right now. The intake manifold that I had rotted all the way through back here on this back water jacket plug. And it was ate up real bad on the other side. I considered just, filling it up with some JB Weld and seeing if it would hold. But, man, honestly, for 195 bucks, just take care of it. The water pump did work. The fuel pump did work. But we went ahead and bought fresh ones of those. As of right now, I think I'm just going to run the factory exhaust manifolds. So yeah, let's put some parts on. When we get this thing fired up, knock on wood, and there isn't any leaks, I'm gonna be so pumped. In the last video, I was using my small torque wrench to do the oil pan and the timing chain cover. The timing cover. Anyway, today I was going to loosen a bolt. I just grabbed it because it was sitting there. Went to use it and the ratchet head broke on it. One of the things we got to do is return this Icon torque wrench. The top ratchet has just given up completely. Makes no contact at all either direction. It's relatively new. I've gotten it recently. It's worked great. It feels good. Mechanically, it had a lot of teeth in it. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not. But my owner's manual says it has a limited lifetime warranty. So this one goes all the way up to 200 inch-pounds. This one goes all the way up to 100 foot-pounds. And this one goes all the way up to 150 foot-pounds. It's just kind of nice to have a couple different options. This one's great for all the small stuff. This is great for most. If it needs to go past that, well, I don't know. We'll borrow one. Last night I got a little discouraged. I didn't have bolts for the water pump. Well, I did, but they're really rusted up. So I decided to grab some fresh ones. I didn't have bolts for the exhaust manifolds that weren't rusted up. So I went ahead and put the starter on. I put on the fuel pump. Spray painted my fuel pump line. Just going up to the carb. Yeah, so I think now we need to put the water pump on. Put the exhaust manifolds on. Now that we have the harmonic balancer installed, I can go ahead and rotate, find top dead center, and install the distributor. And we can put wires on and it should be able to fire up. Alright, so I pulled the #1 spark plug, held my thumb over it, rotated the motor until it stopped blowing, which should be top dead center. Now I'm going to install the distributor. Rotor pointed towards cylinder 1. And if we're super lucky, this thing will just go right to where it goes. Oh, nice. Oh, look at there. Number one. Actually seated. Pretty fancy. All right. That's it. All right, when you're installing the exhaust manifolds, I like the individual exhaust gaskets, so you can hang your manifold, and then the gaskets you can just slide down in between the crack, then tighten it up. All right, we got a quick little fuel coming off of a deal. We got some squirt. See what she does. All right, it is back on the run stand. Let me show you around. We got the oil plumbed in, thermostat plumbed in. We have a loop for the water pump, just blocking off where it'll eventually hook into the heater. I've already cranked it. I accomplished throwing spark plug wires on counterclockwise instead of clockwise, so I had to crank it twice. Water pump is in. Put the mechanical fan back on. I think we're going to go with electric fans, but we'll see how that plays out. Dang, studs that I had on the old one were all ate up by the time I got them off. I attempted to find some replacement studs, but the O'Reilly's didn't have any. Over here on this side, of course, y'all have already seen the engine stand, so I just replumbed it up, kind of tidied everything up a little bit. The charger obviously will be gone. Just charging that thing up for in the morning when we fire this thing up. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to run through my electric fuel pump to the mechanical and see how that fuels the carb. I just figure I could use the electric just to like prime it and then turn that off, and hopefully it'll just keep right on drawing. Got everything kind of zip tied up just to be up and out of the way. Yeah, we'll fire this thing up tomorrow morning. It's late. Everybody's in bed, so I'm gonna go get some rest. I'll see y'all tomorrow. This is about day 4, I think, of putting this motor together to run on the run stand, and we did it. I burned about 1.5 gallons of fuel through it. So started up here, went down to there. My neighbor let me borrow a electric fan for backup. We just rigged it up just like it would have been in the car. So we used a mechanical fuel pump. I did use the electric fuel pump to like prime, and then just fired it up. Never had a problem at all. Probably still have some timing to work out and whatnot. Everything looked great on the driver's side. Passenger side had some valve cover leaks, and then just some seepage. But let me see if I can give y'all a little more light. The fuel pump mount is seeping out a little bit, so may go ahead and break that off, clean it up, reseal it, and then Obviously, we got to do something about these valve covers. Just haven't had any luck with them. I don't know if it's I'm an idiot or what, but anyhow, I figured y'all might like to see it fire up on the old run stand here. So we got key ignition. We got 12 volts. It's about 185 degrees. Give it a squirt. And then pop her off. So yeah, that's about it. I think it's running what, 35 oil pressure, and I think I got 15 W40 in it. So and you idle it up, it picks up a little bit more. Everything seems to be working well. We hadn't hooked up the alternator yet, so I need to still hook up that, make sure it's working, hook up pull the fuel pump off, fix the leak there, and fix the leak on the passenger side valve cover. But I think we're gonna call it a day. I'm pretty excited. I knocked on wood. We don't have any bad leaks. I'm gonna call it a win. I mean, a valve cover shouldn't be too bad to fix. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed this. If you do whatever the things you're supposed to be doing. Maybe go check out another video. We got more to come. So not too long. We'll have to clean this thing off so we can go for a ride. See y'all next time.